Kenneth, are you able to describe where you guys were as a confident defense, 3 weeks ago, and where you are now? Is it vastly different, a little different? Not different?
No, not really. I feel like, the only difference is, we're keeping things simple, focusing on effort, tackling, fundamentals of football. So, I feel like we did, a wonderful job with those things today, leading to the outcome that we had today.
Lincoln talked about physicality being an emphasis all week. Can you recount that for us, what some of the coaches were saying about how Kansas State's more physical and out here on the field, how it paid off?
Yeah, that's just something that's been preached to us all week. Obviously, us as players, we heard the chirping. We heard what was put out there, how they wanted to come in and control the ball like Norman, and try to play physical and stuff like that. So, for me and the rest of the guys, especially the guys up front, as soon as we heard that, we were just, extremely happy, excited on the inside because, that's just the type of ball that we love to play. So, that physical style of ball, something that, that was preached to us, all week, and I feel like we did a great job with it today.
How do you think being simple has affected you as a player? Just, I guess, mentally less, allow you to be more physical?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like my overall game right now, I feel like I'm throwing to the ball really well. And I think, that just comes from, not having to think as much, stuff like that. I don't think that's the whole thing. Obviously I think, my game as a whole is just, moved up another level. But I definitely think, keeping things simple helps.
Kenneth, the first quarter really set the tone defensively for the rest of the game. How much can these past 2 weeks set the tone for the month of November when the games get more important as you move along?
Yeah, I definitely think, that sets the tone for where we're going right now. I think that, now, obviously, like I said last week, we did some good things last week, just like we did some good things today. But at the end of the day, it's always some stuff that we can do better. So definitely, getting in the film room, looking at the tape, stuff like that, figuring out what we can build on and where we can get better. So, another great performance, by everybody around me, my DBs, D-line, and, the backers that play next to me. Those guys played great, and the coaching staff put in a great game plan for us. And, we just went out there and executed it. So definitely, something that we can build on for next week.
Do you feel like that play you caught Skylar Thompson from behind, do you kind of think that kind of set the tone just for the rest of the game for y'all?
Actually, I don't even think that was the play that kind of set the tone. I think the first play of the game, actually, where, coming out, obviously we heard the chirping and talking about how they were going to be physical, and just see where the D-line reset the line of scrimmage and, allow for, the back of the flow and Budgie to get in on a half tackle for loss and let Amani clean it up. So I think that really set the game from the jump. And I feel like that play where he scrambled, I kind of was late on that, getting off a block, and so was able to just run him down. That's just me playing football.
You mentioned the defensive line. How important has the play of Ronnie Perkins and Jalen Redmond specifically been the last couple of weeks? Just adding depth up there.
Real important. Jalen Redmond came in for us today and gave us some really nice explosive plays. Actually, he hit the dude in the backfield, and I was just like, bro, like whoa, where you come from? So he kind of, shocked me a little bit, but I think, those two guys are definitely, playing their butts off right now. I think they're having fun. They're going out there just playing for each other. So definitely proud of both of those guys.
Did some of that physicality or chirping you mentioned, does that carry over maybe to the offense as well? Because they were doing a little bit to you guys' offense, and there was some little bit of pushing and shoving. Does that carry over?
Yeah, for sure. Coach Riley just wasn't preaching it to the defense. He was preaching it to the whole team. So, all three phases of the ball were coming out on edge, ready to go out there and fight.
The way things went first part of the season with Army and Texas, and everybody kind of wondered if you guys could be physical. Did everybody kind of take that personally on the defense?
Yes. I think there's a lot of talk about, what we can do, but at the end of the day, like, that's stuff that, we hear it, we, put it in the back of our minds and allow it to motivate us, but at the end of the day, it's about us. It's about us playing for each other, and I think that's the biggest thing that we've built on, these past few weeks, is just playing for the brother next to you, not trying to let the brother down next to you. And so I think our brotherhood right now is at an all-time high.
Anything else for Kenneth? Thanks, Kenneth.